What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Vince King, back with another episode of the 100K account challenge. Today is day 7, and we finished with another green day. That puts us on a 7-day win streak. All right, so today we started the account with $539 and grew it to $634 for a $95 net profit, or 17.6%. We accomplished this with one trade, which also brings us to an 8-trade winning streak. All right, so let's talk about the trade. All right, so I actually got to catch this trade live. I'm not going to show the entire video of the live because it was about 49 minutes long, but I will show the beginning and a little bit before we entered the trade. I'll show you the pattern, the chart pattern that I was looking at, and why I entered the trade, where I entered at. And then we will fast forward a little bit through the video, and then we will check out the exit point as well. All right, we were actually in this trade for about 49 minutes, so I went ahead and sped up the video and trimmed it a couple times. Let's go ahead and talk about it. All right, we had an ascending wedge triangle forming right here. All right, that orange line at the bottom is the bottom of my ascending triangle. That red dotted line at the top, that 578.58, was our level of resistance. Now, we touched that line 3 times before we finally started to break out. This is where I entered the trade. But shortly after I entered the trade, it went ahead and started failing. So I went ahead and averaged down right there at that first red candle you see. I entered a 580 call for 123 a contract, and then we averaged down right here for 111 a contract. We bought 2 contracts each time. That brought my average cost to 117. Shortly after I entered, the trade started going against me, so I went ahead and identified another level of support, which was at 577. You'll see me map that out here in a second. All right, there goes our 577 support level right there. Adding that to the chart. We're going to fast forward a little bit. So my reasoning behind identifying that next level of 577 right there is, if it failed 577, I was definitely going to get out of there by then. At this point in time, we were down as low as 45% on this trade. So like it kept touching that 577 level, then bouncing back up. I was going to see what it was going to do at our 578 level. It rejected off of that. All right, so now it's formed a double bottom, and it actually broke through the 577 level, but it didn't form more than one red candle. That's why I stayed in it. If it would have formed another red candle right there, I would have got out. Fast forwarding a little bit further. As you can see, it actually ended up forming a triple bottom, and I started to realize we had a level of supply and demand that was forming right here. I zoomed out a little bit, looked at the 15-minute chart, looked at the hour chart to see where my levels were for the day and pre-market. All right, this is where things start to get interesting. We actually started to have our uptrend starting to form. All right, fast forwarding a little bit more. Once I knew that we broke this level of 578.58 earlier, I knew that we were going to just shoot up, and that's kind of what we did. Let's watch how this plays out real quick. I was so excited at this point. I was honestly, after being down as much as 45%, I was really at this point just happy to, getting close to breaking even. This is about where I took profit. I was so excited when I took profit up here that I didn't even mark it on the chart. I actually had to come back later and mark it out, mark where I took profit. Let's see. Boom, that's where I sold at. All right, here's our ascending triangle over here that we formed. It's our top red dotted line, our ascending orange line right here. We bought right here at 10:48 market time. Average down again at 1050. Brought our average cost down to 117. We dipped down a couple times, bounced off of our support level of 577 down here, and then rode it all the way up here where we sold at 142 a contract. Move this chart over a little bit. At 11:37 market time. Once again, we are on a 7-day and 8-trade win streak, up $95 on the day and $434 in total after day 7. We have grown the account by 217% in only 7 days, up to $634. The day 7 pace is only $310, assuming the needed 6.5% daily compound gain to reach 100K in 100 trading days. We are only 2 trades away from reaching our small goal of a 10-trade winning streak. That's it for today's video, guys. The market is closed Monday for Memorial Day, so I'll see you Tuesday for our day 8 update to start off a short week. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace.